Welcome back to the adventures of Pack Jorkins in Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. We are going into the Sand People territory in disguise. We are, of course, light side, so we must go about this peacefully. I wonder if there's anything else to deal with here. I forgot this was such a big area initially. Um, if I get caught in a fight in these outfits, it might be kind of bad. Because they provide no defense, but maybe that's not a problem. Maybe there's not anything here. And certainly sand people shouldn't attack us, right? Alright, should we case the joint before we go in? Maybe? Maybe it doesn't matter. Let's check out this side, make our way over, I suppose. Actually, no, let's go straight in. We have mission, and I don't really want her for, like, actual combat segments if I can help it. So let's just get the Enclave shit done. Now. They don't mind me stealing their minefield, right? It seems like it's peaceful. I think we can kind of case the perimeter here. I don't think it's going to be a big problem. And I might as well pick up all these mines while I have the equipment on to do so. And we probably don't want to come back here not in disguise either, because that might make the sand people hostile again. Alright. I think this is a second entrance, right? This one goes to, like, the second part of Tatooine. Or I guess the third part if you count this as the second part. Or the fourth if you count Anchorhead. Yeah, because I think that's the other entrance we came in there. But I think we need a map. I don't think we can, like, go to this by default. We can check the load zone, I guess, just out of curiosity. To the Eastern Dune Sea. Does this actually work? Save in case we run into trouble. Because I'm curious now what the... Eastern Dune Sea continues to a barren horizon, but there are signs that people have passed this way. And then the thing just disappears. Occasional stone appears to be marking a path, but the logic of how they are placed is indecipherable. Okay. Yeah, so you're not allowed to actually zone transition until you have the map to understand the route. That makes sense. I was mostly just curious how that had been implemented from a theming standpoint. What? Did I really cross the line? I feel like I didn't. I feel like it just fed me that dialogue and zapped me to the border. That was weird. Okay, looks like none of this other debris is lootable. There's a body over here. But that is most of the expanse, so I think we're good to go forward. That is a lootable body. Okay, so the loot icon is non-obvious until you get close enough. So there... Ooh, a whole-ass thermal detonator is actually pretty damn good. So there could be, like, other loot here that we've missed technically because you have to be right on top of it. That's not loot. So I guess the play is to kind of beeline to every piece of debris or carcass you see to see if it is loot. But it looks like that was probably just about it. Not gonna talk to any of these guys. I mean, I guess we could see what happens if we do, but... I'll let you guys run past that mine. Make sure you stop doing anything stupid. There's probably more around here, yeah. I will absolutely steal their entire minefield. I'm okay with this. We looted this one. I remember looting that corpse. Alright, let's go see if there's any mines over here on this side, maybe. Oh, that does cause trouble. I don't really want to kill him. Fuck. Does that affect anything negatively? Shit. Nobody else seemed to notice. I should have saved before doing that too, if I was gonna do that. Yeah, it triggers weirdly, then teleports me like the nearest post. I think it's because the border is kind of ambiguous, and the coding is such to teleport you back to the post specifically. So if it decides you've arbitrarily passed the border over here somewhere, it's going to move you to that post. Alright, well, we definitely don't click that now. Guess we're going in to the Enclave. Okay, let's make a save in a different slot in case we run into any issues for having killed that one guy out there. Maybe we don't talk to anybody. Okay. The Sand Warrior has obviously recognized you and is stunned that you are here. Disguise may have allowed you to pass the turrets, but isn't effective at close range.
Interjection. One moment. I believe I understood that, Master. It may not have been his intention, but he did actually communicate something.
Tell him we are not a threat.
Result. I believe I have succeeded in confusing him, Master. We have shown an interest not common among outsiders.
Apologize for being here. Say we want peace.
Translation. Translation. He is expressing disbelief, as am I, but his duty requires that he report to his chieftain. Extrapolation. It would seem that we are at least worthy of curiosity for the moment. I would much rather this get bloody, Master, but it is your call.
Well, you can't understand him. The same people chieftain's tone is obvious. He clearly despises all outsiders.
Translation. I can translate with some guarantee of accuracy that he is demanding to know why he should let us survive this encounter, Master.
Tell him we want a peaceful solution.
Translation. Translation. He claims he has no reason to believe you, Master.
I was gonna read
Your
that.
kind have tainted this land with machines and uncaring, ignorant feet. Translation. He requires proof of good faith. We must make a contribution to his people that shows we are not a threat. Shall I blast him now, Master?
Ask what it is that he wants. I don't know if talking about the Jawas now makes sense. Ask what it is that he wants.
Translation. Translation. He plans to move his people farther from Anchorhead, but they need to build up stores of water first. He says you must aid him. Translation. He wants moisture evaporators from the Zerka. If you deliver them, he will order that his people reduce their attacks on miners.
Will he also tell us about any captives he has?
Translation. Translation. He says you will get no more answers until you have proven you are an ally of the Sand People.
We will get his vaporators.
Translation. Translation. He does not believe you, Master. We will only be allowed to re-enter the Enclave when we have the vaporators with us. Translation. We are to be escorted outside. He will wait, but he doesn't believe we are coming back.
Okay.
Ready.
What?
Yes?
Alright, let's get our duds back on here proper. This one is the good one. This one is the not good one. Did they take our, outfits? Oh yeah, we don't have any disguises anymore. Did they take the sticks? No. Not that. There's like a bounty thing with these, I think. I seem to remember that. Unless it's a 2 thing. Alright, so we need to get vaporators, so I suppose we must just go back? Logically? Probably go to the Zerka office, I would guess. Which is, I think, here. No, wait, is that Swoops? That's the Hunting Lodge. No, that is the Zerka office.
Greetings again from the offices of Zerka Corporation. Is this about bounties or something else?
Well, I could see what the bounties are for.
I see that, but do you have the all-important...
Just the regular ones for now.
Then I'll take those off your hand. Farewell.
Okay, we got 500 credits for those. It feels unethical. I know it's a little weird, but giving up, you know, sticks to support a genocide versus just keeping them. If we're being the good playthrough, like, it makes more sense for us not to, like, play into Zerka's, you know, Zerka's hands there by participating in their bounty program. And 500 credits is like 1 mine. Do you have any moisture vaporators? I may, but that's not something I usually sell to spacers. You don't look like a moisture farmer. What do you want them for? To exchange with sand people to stop their attacks. Ah, exactly the kind of appeasement the Circuit Corp doesn't like to support in their policies. I like it. Well, I have 2 of the finest vaporators the Circuit Corp produces. Of course, they only produce 1 model right now. Price is $400 for the pair. I won't break them up. They function best when linked together. Could you be persuaded to lower the price? Well, I don't think that's very likely. I have to cover my costs, you know. Circus costs, not yours. Who cares about their money? Well, I don't have much love for the company. Not like Little Miss Protocol Officer over there. I'll lower the price to 200 credits, but that is it. Don't even ask again. Alright, 200 sounds great. Fine, fine. I assume you'll be able to handle the deployment of them. They are surprisingly light. It's a pleasure doing business with you. Do come again. Great. We got our moisture vaporators. Let's go. Turn these in. Everything seems to be going well. I guess we have to walk all the way back out there, unless I can do this. Turn to Ebonhawk. No. I guess once you leave the docking bay area, you're formally back into, you know, back in the mix. Okay, so we need to turn these in, make friends, and then we need to liberate the Jawas and Mission's brother. Through whatever means are required. Which should just be negotiation.
Good.
Okay. Why don't we save here in case we stumble across any hostiles walking over. Oh, there is the new pack of raid. Interesting. They do respawn. That seems pretty dangerous. That's a pretty big pack. I could try to pull these, I suppose. The raid are not too deadly unless we get swarmed. So maybe if I hang back and have my other guys shoot, this will work. Let's try it. Fuck it.
What?
Brother, take the shot. Shoot! What kind of assassin droid are you? Ah, man. We can do a stun. Okay, we have pulled 2 in. See if we can get a jump here.
Take that!
Okay, well, he's going somewhere else. Oh, this is all a problem. Okay, it worked out, it worked out. It's all good. Okay. These guys are, like, a lot of XP, too.
Huh?
Okay. Yeah, just Dex. Actually, I suppose, yeah, Dex for now, but then we might want to actually invest in Sniper Shot Stun DC, I think. Is that what I took last time, right? I think so. Right, because we said, like, we had enough feats to finish 1 line. So if we wanted to finish Sniper Shot, we couldn't finish Toughness, right? Something like that, I think. Level plus attack. Intelligence modifier. Yeah, so we don't get any bonus to The difficulty chance. Interesting. Wait a second. So the only upside of the higher tier sniper shot is the crit threat. There's actually no difference in the defense penalty and no difference in the DC or the stun duration. So from the point of view of having this character be a utility, as opposed to DPS, rank 1 is actually perfectly fine. So theoretically, there's an argument to have sniper shot on like every range character, just tier 1, to support my main character being sneak attack base. We're going to take the higher tiers though. At least here.
Sure.
Okay, let's get those other raid. Oops.
Ready.
No, we got another one coming in there.
What? Take that!
Droid efficiency at its best.
Did you go for the stun when I wasn't watching you?
Sure.
Cheeky. That's a lot of stun chances. Like, if you have 2 range characters supporting you, dropping stuns, like, that's pretty okay. Interesting. I mean, like, to be fair... Well, no, let's be fair. These are raid, right? The stun is a fortitude save. Like, they should be high fortitude as, like, a, you know, a defensive creature, right? A big, bulky lizard thing. So logistically speaking, you would expect them... Like, we actually... Feedback... I want to see a save. Yeah, fortitude save. 16 plus base 8. Okay. That means it's like a 25% chance to stun. That honestly is not that bad with the amount of stun chances we can put out. I'm pretty happy with that, I think. Just like to make sure sometimes that we have looted some of these random bodies that can get kind of forgotten about otherwise. It's kind of an interesting consideration, I think, with the difficulty threshold too. Like, if you're on a regular base game difficulty, not the modded difficulty setting, you know, maybe something like Flurry is more appealing because you just put out a bunch of attacks and you just chew through shit because the game is easier. But then when you're on a higher difficulty like we are, it suddenly becomes very hard to actually survive things, which makes the crowd control angle much more important, I think. I will say, like, I'm definitely enjoying this difficulty setting. This is my speed. Base rolling shit can be fun. I guess we'll check this corpse too. But it's also nice to actually have to, like, use a strategy and not just plow through everything. Even through the layers of rabbits, you can tell the Sand People Warrior is disgusted by your presence amongst his people.
Extrapolation. This guard doesn't appear honored to have the job of greeting us.
Tell him we have the moisture converters.
Translation. Translation. He will take us before the chieftain, as he was instructed to do.
If you can read anything of the Sand People Chieftain's emotions, it seems that he is surprised that you have returned.
Translation. He did not expect us to return, Master. He wonders if we have brought the moisture evaporators.
Tell him we have his evaporators.
Translation. Translation. He does not trust you, Master, but you have done more than any other outsider. They will not attack, and he grants you his chieftain's gaffy as reward. Translation. The attacks will be reduced, and he will allow you to explore this enclave, but be warned that any lack of respect will result in death.
I have a few questions for him.
Protocol. If you truly want this sadly peaceful arrangement to continue, be careful of what you ask.
Ask about captives.
Clarification. We must be more specific, Master. They capture many organics.
Ask him if he knows about the Jawas.
Translation. Translation. He says that the captive Jawas are slaves and that they have lived past their usefulness. You may take them if you wish.
Ask if he knows about Mission's brother, Griff.
Translation. Translation. He says that by his very presence, this Griff defiles their home and land. He is without any semblance of usefulness to them.
Ouch!
Yep, that would be Griff.
Extrapolation. I would assume we are free to take him. It is doubtful they will even waste the effort to kill him. Perhaps we could do it, Master.
Alright, tell him farewell for now. Well, actually, hold on. Let's go back to my other questions.
Protocol. We should not keep him long. It is an insult to take too much of his time. Unless the plan is to blast him when you are done, of course.
I want information on Sand People culture.
Protocol. This will be a very sensitive topic, Master. You will want to be careful with your questions or risk offending him. Not that that is much of a worry.
Tell me the history of your clan.
Translation.
Oh yeah, I've been wearing my demo visor the whole time.
Translation. He says that he will not, Master. There is one storyteller in each clan, and only he may recite the histories.
Can we meet the storyteller?
Translation. Translation. He says that you don't understand. They must never be told to someone who might say them incorrectly out of ignorance. Translation. To speak them in error is a blasphemy punishable by death. Only their greatest warriors are even permitted to listen to the tales.
How could I prove that I am a worthy warrior?
Translation. Translation. He doesn't know, Master. His people usually kill outsiders. Since you are an outsider yourself, that would not suffice. Translation. The greatest challenge for a warrior is to face a great dragon, the largest predator on Tatooine. Fight one of those, and bring back a dragon pearl. Discussed. I think he's making fun of you, Master. He doesn't believe an outsider could do such a thing.
Where can I find said crate dragon?
Translation. Translation. There is a dragon in the far eastern Dune Sea, but he claims you could never defeat it. Here is a map to the area. Translation. There is a hunter, a Twi'lek, that is sometimes seen out there. Perhaps he would be of some help.
Alright. Bid him farewell for now.
Translation. Translation. We are free to leave.
Okay.
What?
Acknowledgement.
Yes?
Let's do this before I forget again. Not that 2 decks is like a huge difference combat-wise. Let's make a save. So yeah, I don't know if I've ever done that Crate Dragon Pearl quest. I legitimately may have never known that was a little thing. Because it's not like it's... Like, you get all that shit anyway. And it's a really easily missed thing. Ooh, okay. Well, they don't like that. That's what I kind of figured. That's the big reason I wanted to make the save. It's just in case they don't appreciate me stealing their shit. Okay. Well, so no looting of the things. Presumably no looting of the other things. Female. Are the females ever in anything else? They're not very familiar. Gamers when they see a female. What's this? I wonder if there's like nobody around if we can steal their shit. And what about the rag piles too, maybe? Okay, that's the exit. Hold on. Let's do some boundary testing here. So that guy's over there. Okay, that was fine. Maybe they just don't like us stealing the other stuff. I don't know what the bantha fodder's even for. Okay, this should cause hostilities, right? Yeah. Yeah, so I think any basket is definitely going to be aggro. Not just like the ones in like the main room. Can I talk to the... Can I chat up their women? Hey, baby. We should see if there's any rag piles in the first room, maybe. I kind of went past that. I don't think this is a lootable rag pile. Oh, look who it is.
Statement.
That will be all. Oh, a demo sensor. That's probably worth some money. That's what we already have, of course, but ain't nothing wrong with it.
You there. I'm a high-ranking executive at the Zerka Corporation. There's a big reward if you take me back to Anchorhead.
Griff, don't you recognize me? It's Mission.
Mission? Is it really you? I heard Taurus was destroyed. I thought you were dead. Oh, joy of joys, my little sister is alive.
I have to ask you something, Griff. It's important. I ran into Lena. She said it was your idea to leave me on Terrace. It isn't true, is it?
Well, there's the truth and then there's the truth, you know? I always meant to go back to Taurus just as soon as I had the credits to pay off my debts. But credits have been hard to come by.
You mean it's true? It was your idea to leave me there? I'm your sister. How could you abandon me like that?
Come on, sis. You didn't need me to look after you anymore. You may have been young, but you knew how to take care of yourself. Besides, you're here now. I mean, everything worked out fine.
That's it? That's all you have to say to me after all these years, after deserting me on Terrace?
Well, that, and, could you please get me out of here? You got a tough-looking friend there.
The same people said you can go. Run to Anchorhead.
Yeah, you can find your way from there, right? Can you manage that? What? Is there something else?
Well, I wanted to thank you, and, you look like you're doing well. Financially, I mean. Say, could you spare me a few credits to get back on my feet?
You're hitting me up for credits. I don't believe this. Lena was right about you, Griff. We should have just left you to the Sand People. Don't talk to me anymore. Ever.
That didn't go well. Sis was always a little too fiery for her own good. She'll cool down in time.
Now what, Griff?
You may have saved my life, but I don't have a single credit to my name. Say, you wouldn't be able to spare me some credits, just till I get back on my feet, you know?
Alright, here's 100 credits, you worthless shit.
That's it, huh? Figured you'd be able to spare a bit more than that.
Jesus fucking
I'll
Christ.
take whatever I can get. Don't worry about me. I've already got a job waiting for me. Krita, the manager over at the Zerka supply shop, said I could come work for him if I ever get tired of the mines. Yeah, I think I'll go take him up on his offer. You know, maybe there's something else you can help me with. I need to talk to a guy first and set up the details, but if you're interested in a job, come see me in Greta's shop. Goodbye, mission. I'm glad you're not dead.
I don't even get light side points for giving him money? Well, that was a fucking waste. I only do charity for the reward. You are not the ghostly giants that hold us trapped, the people of the sand. You are from the old city new. Easy as must have sent your coming. Are you a rescuer? You must be. The same people said you can go. Run to Anchorhead. There are thanks you must have. The job was under Easy's will reward and trade. Find him in something. Easy's will wait by the walls of your city, then open to the sand. He'll trade fair, thank you. Is he actually a vendor, or is this just like he'll trade us and give you a reward? I do not remember. Okay, so that's done. Both of our other side objectives here are progressed. We'll continue to investigate the rest of the area, but it looks like that's it. We've maybe looped around. Yeah, because that's the chieftain. Oh man, all this loot going unlooted. Okay, what about this? Rubble. Can I loot rubble safely? It's just rubble. Okay, they don't care about their rubble. They only care about their baskets. Great. Okay, well, I think that's it. Wait, was I never here? I might have missed that there was like 2 doors there or something. I did. Okay, theoretically this is all lootable. Shield disruptor flamethrower. Computer interface sonic sensors. Motion sensors sensor probe. Okay, a bunch of like droid shit. I'm trapped!
Master?
Okay, but is any of this actually useful? Not really. We'll take the awareness 4, and this is still unusable. Oh yeah, I got plating for him. Defense 9 is the best we've got currently. I bought that from a vendor at some point. Okay, well...
What?
It should be that. So they gave us the map to the Eastern Dune Sea, I guess. So this is a way to get it maybe without saving the Jawas? Which I think give you the map as well? We should talk, well, I don't know if it's... Where are we at on a level here? 8491. I don't remember when we leveled last. Coming up on 14? I don't think that's... What levels are other characters? 12. So they just hit 12. We're coming up on 14. Okay. Well, I mean, we got other characters to probably level up to, so we'll switch to those as well. And then there was the captain's, or the chieftain's gaffy stick. I could just keep it. We don't really need the credits. But it might also count as completion of the quest. One through 8 plus 4 poison attack 2. It's interesting that it's got unique stats. I think I'll start to Griff first.
Ah, just the person I was hoping to see.
Save it, Griff. I'm not talking to you. I want no part of whatever you're involved in.
Okay, sis, I see you're still mad. Fair enough. I don't think you could help me with this anyway. It's more of a job for your friend here.
What's the job?
As you may know, tack glands can be refined to a very potent powder. It's the primary ingredient in Teresian ale. That's what makes it so strong. Of course, now that Taurus is pretty much wiped from the face of the map, Teresian ale has become somewhat scarce and very, very valuable. Luckily, I know the secret recipe.
So you want to open a bar?
I know this guy. He's with the Exchange. Now, if I give him a small sample of Teresian ale, he says he can synthesize it and reproduce it in mass quantities. Problem is, I need one of those tack glands to make the first batch, and now that Taurus is a smoking ruin, the only place to find tack is on Kashyyyk. If you can get your hands on one of those tack glands, I'll make it worth your while.
Griff, are you blind? Can't you see you're talking to a Jedi? We're out here trying to save the galaxy. We can't waste time on this.
Please, you have to help me. I promised this guy from the Exchange a sample of Teresian ale. If I don't come through for him, he's gonna break my legs. Or worse.
Alright, we'll get those tack glands.
Yeah, I knew you'd come through for me. You won't regret this. You'll see. Just don't take too long, okay? This guy from the Exchange could stop by any day. I kind of told him I already had the stuff, so if he shows up and I'm empty-handed, well, let's just say I really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
We might not go to Kashyyyk for a while, so best of luck there, Griff. You got anything to say about
Hey there.
this?
What can I do for you?
Let's talk about your bro.
I'm worried about Griff and his latest plan. I got a bad feeling about it.
She might have had dialogue
Brewing
before we did
Teresian
this.
ale,
We should
and
have
now
talked to her
he's got himself
sooner.
Mixed up with the Exchange. Sometimes Griff can be so stupid. Part of me just wants to let him get what's coming to him.
You can't turn your back on your own brother.
Why not? He turned his back on me. He abandoned me on Terrace, so maybe I should just leave him high and dry now. Maybe a couple broken kneecaps will do him some good. Maybe that's just the kind of jolt he needs to turn his life around. Only, what if they do something worse? They might kill him. I don't want him to die. He doesn't deserve that. But I just can't keep supporting his crazy schemes. Someone has to teach him a lesson.
No one can teach him this lesson, Mission. He has to learn it himself.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm not gonna change him. Griff is gonna keep on being Griff. Maybe if we get these tack glands for him, things will work out. Or maybe he'll finally see the light and turn over a new leaf. I know it's not likely, but it's all I have to hope for.
Okay. Oh, light side points gained from, like, being encouraging or whatever. That's good. We'll do a save here. Real quickly, I am curious, if we load the auto, we can see what dialogue we
Hey there.
missed. Let's talk about your bro.
Look, I'm happy Griff's alive, but I'm mad at him right now. And I don't know what kind of job he's got for you, but I don't trust him. It's probably just another scam. So, is there anything else you need?
Okay, that's essentially nothing, so we didn't really miss anything. Alright, back to this. Let's check this.
Greetings again from the offices of Zerg.
I have bounties.
I see that, but do you have the all-important chieftains, Gaffy? That was what you agreed to get for us.
Here it is.
Well, that is a very big headache that you've removed. I'm sure there are still sand people out there, but they'll be quieter now. I think I'll give you a bonus for this. You've more than lived up to your side of the bargain. Zerka Corporation thanks you.
See, this is ethically dubious anyway. Should I persuade? Probably. This is not light side points ever, I would assume. I can maintain my vigilance a bit more thoroughly in the future if you pay me a little bit more.
It would be valuable to have someone on call if the sand people made another incursion. I think you're right. Yes, here's an additional reward. Once again, Zerka Corporation thanks you.
Okay, so this is XP. So I am going to do this. Because I don't like having a quest unfinished in the log if I can help it. Oh, interesting. Worthy of History is actually like a full quest, too. It's not like a weird little mini side quest. It's like actually has an entry. Cool. Okay,
Statement.
there was something here. Yeah, if we do, I'd like to try to restore some of your memory. Like, we can't, right?
Negatory.
Yeah.
I believe that there are no further deleted memories which can be safely retrieved, Master. All earlier memories reside in my core. Those are protected by my
Yeah, so the quest is just going to hang there until plot happens and then complete, I think.
Obtained is through the proper stimulus.
There maybe is like a conversation to have after that, after his full memory is unlocked. But nothing else here. Do you have a follow-up?
Maybe if we get these tack glands for him.
Okay, same thing. Alright then. So, nothing else to do here. We still have the regular sticks, right? We gave up the chieftain one. Yeah, I'm not going to bother selling these off. We'll just keep these as a novelty, I think. That's a small amount of credits, and there's not a quest associated with it directly, so I don't really care. We sell the raid plates to best... Nope. No! To Yavin. To Yavin Station. Let's go talk to Izzy's. Oh no. You of your kind, easy to Jawa would thank you for what is done. Mine have returned because of you. It is as was agreed, as is as hoped it was. I have things to give you, take, and be welcome. You know anything about a star map? You have saved the tribe of Easies, and we of Jawa are on trade. I know of this, but it is far away. In the sands of the east and the eastern Dune Sea, we dig for the people of the sand to find the strange thing of the people before. Already do you have a map for Eastern Dunes? Follow it and you will find what you need in the lair of the dragon. This will be fine. Good luck. You are a good friend of the Jawa. Remember this when your kind are gone. Ask if you need any more of anything. Okay. Quest done. Item received. What did he actually give us? Or is it just the map again? It might just be like the second copy of the map. I didn't see it. Yeah, it's just one map. I don't know. Maybe there was an agreement on something else, but whatever he might have gave us, it's not substantial. You of your kind would like to thank you. We traded fair. Something you might want. Okay, he doesn't like actually sell anything. That's what I was curious about. Okay, well that's everything here. So we're on to like the end phase, basically, of going to the Eastern Dunes Sea. Where were we on? Oh, right. The Holocron, I think, is in the cave too. We have Candorus' stuff, but that hasn't happened yet. Let's go back to the Ebon Hawk. Let's unequip mission. Except for the armor she can keep. We didn't have... Yeah, no more upgrades for the armor sitting loose. This was fully upgraded. But then we were missing one on the Baragwin, which we still don't have. Okay. Worth taking a peek. Alright, do you have any new dialogue?
Yeah, what do you want?
Tell me more about the Mandalorian Wars.
The war we had with the Republic was supposed to be the most glorious battle in our history. But it was a very costly one. I guess we didn't think of how much we could lose in it.
How much did you lose?
There weren't many of us after that last battle. Mandalore himself was killed at the hands of the Jedi Revan. The best of us could not defeat him. After that last battle, those of us that survived were stripped of our weapons, our armor, and our basilisks. Revan's forces destroyed them while we were forced to watch. Those who hadn't fled earlier were left with nothing to call their own. No weapons, no armor, only the honor of having fought in the battle we just lost. For many, this was not enough. While the rest of us were sent into exile on the Outer Rim, they tried to relive the old days, raiding worlds. They're nothing more than bandits now.
And you eventually came to Terrace.
Yeah, I came to Terrace. And forcing for Davik was not stimulating. The gangs on Terrace and Davik's rivals were trash. They give no thrill in battle, no honor or glory in defeating them. It was like stepping on bugs. I sought worthy challenges, but the best that Terrace could offer were nothing to me. But I think now, with you, I may finally find opponents worth fighting.
I am honored.
Maybe later I'll tell you more about what it was like to work for Davik. For now, though, we should get on with our lives. Is there something else you want to know?
Nothing more?
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you want?
Okay, no other storyline stuff yet. So I don't know if we can do the joggy thing. We might have to come back to Tatooine at some point for that, because we might have to progress. He said, like, you know, he'll tell us about working for Davik, so there might be, like, one more stage we have to go through. Seems possible. What about you, Juhani?
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
Wondering if we could talk?
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Tell me more about your past.
Well, I suppose I have not talked very much about the Jedi I met back home. They, all of them, were so very invigorating.
Invigorating?
They were so very alive, so full of hope and energy and zeal. In retrospect, I can see it was a little bit tragic.
Tragic?
Well, yes. These Jedi were going to fight the Mandalorians just after they had invaded. Many of those Jedi perished in the fighting, but to us, they seemed invincible. Especially their leader, who they talked about all the time. Paragons of light and justice, sweeping away all iniquity before them. It was like looking at gods.
The Jedi are not gods.
I know that. I was using poetic license. But those Jedi, they were enthralling. Everyone wanted just to touch them. Some people thought it would bring them luck. Not that the peace they brought lasted very long.
What happened?
The Jedi left. The people grew complacent. Those who had been wronged saw their chance at revenge. And so the cycle continues. The oppressed become the new generation of oppressors. The human oppressed, that is. The non-humans were never treated well in any case. We felt the brunt of both administrations.
Why'd Star Wars have to be political?
Of course it was. They took their frustrations and hates out on us because the people they wanted had already fled or were too well protected. But no one looks out for the injustices we suffered. Oh no, but I am sorry. I should not have outbursts like that.
As long as you don't let your anger influence you, it's okay.
Don't you see? The very fact I mentioned it means it has its influence.
True.
Anger can lead to the dark side, and I must be ever careful that I do not fall back into those ways. I thank you for your support. My outburst was uncalled for, but you did not lash back at me. You are a much better Jedi than I, it would seem. But let us not speak more of this now. We should continue on our journey. Perhaps later we will talk again.
Alright.
How may I be?
Let's see if there's another one.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
There is not. Nothing. Okay.
Of course.
Great. Okay. Candaris, Juhani, we should check with Bastila maybe. Zalbar's not going to do anything till Kashyyyk. T3 I don't think has a quest. HK is done. Mission is essentially done. Yeah, we'll check with these two and then
How
do
can I
some
help?
level ups and then wrap the video up. Do you want to talk?
About my mother? I'm unsure. I seem to find it difficult to
I assume
remain
there's
objective when
not
it comes to
new
her.
dialogue here, but
find
I
that
don't remember
disturbing.
what the old dialogue was. You don't think we should look for the holocron?
We have more important things to do. Still, my father is dead. Just because we find the holocron doesn't mean I have to give it to her.
Why do you think she wants it so badly?
Father recorded all his personal thoughts in that holocron, even when I knew him. Having it would be like having him with you. I don't see why she deserves it, however. She drove him to his death. I loved him, and I didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
You'd keep it for yourself?
I don't know. Part of me would keep it just so she didn't get it. I don't like that part of me. I would have thought my Jedi training would have put me past this kind of pettiness. I wish it... I really don't want to think about this. Please, Let's just keep going.
I think that was new dialogue.
How can I help?
Probably we just never talked to her.
About my mother. We've...
Okay.
I don't... How would it please?
Hearth.
Yes, what's on your mind?
So he has nothing. I don't know... Karth's quest is supposed to be triggered by... a messenger or whatever on leaving the ship, and I just don't know. I feel like it should have happened by now, kind of, but it hasn't. Let's grab you and you. See if anything happens. Okay, I don't see any new people. No event happened directly. We'll just get the level up, switch to some other ones. I assume one more conversation here. Hold on. I'm not allowed to go back once I went into the thing, huh? Well, I mean, I'd probably just take strength. Upside of strength builds is if you are doing the crits, that's the same stat for the damage and the DC, right? Versus int for sniper shot means that, you know, it's actually just better to be a melee character if you want to do stuns, right? Let's look at this. Yeah, strength. And I assume this functions the same way. This, yeah, quadruple the threat, same DC, duration, defense, penalty. We could take master toughness. I mean, we did say having him be like the dedicated tank is kind of optimal. I do feel that I was probably originally talking about doing power attack. I think if we have the levels, or even if we don't, critical strike. I'm kind of a believer in stacking critical strike on the whole party now. But let's take this. He's 12. He's a soldier. He should easily have enough feats left to finish up crit, I think. Yeah. You would be really good with sniper, but you don't get special attacks, do you? You don't get fucking shit. It's weird because toughness almost feels more contrary to this character design than like a damage feat does. Because like the astromech type role as a tank conceptually makes no sense, I think, personally. I mean, I guess they're kind of tanky conceptually because they're like repair orientated. They're like in adverse conditions repairing, you know, spaceships on the hull and whatnot, but it feels a little weird to have toughness on both droid classes. But I suppose they had to give them something. I don't know. Zalbar or Juhani. Let's get you guys leveled up. Okay, no Juhani quest. I don't remember if hers was specific to a location. It might have been. Looks like... Okay, she probably has 2 levels, because she's only 11? Unless she's lower level for some reason. Whirlwind does seem quite useful. I could take Valor, though. Not really. What about improved energy resistance, maybe? It's maybe not bad either. Oh, she's got tier 2 stasis. Let's not bother with the Whirlwind. Yeah, actually, let's do improved energy resistance. I'm still not sure how useful I actually find this, but might as well have it. Okay, I guess we'll finish up Charisma. Save up for stealth, I guess. I feel like she should have had some, like her character class is stealth based. Like, well, not her class. Her racial trait is stealth based. It really feels like she should have stealth as a class skill as part of that bonus. It's weird that she doesn't. As far as her perk here, I mean, it's just simply 2-weapon fighting. She does not have any kind of, sneak attack thing, so she does have a slightly different role than we do as a character. So I could, like, continue, technically, to put her into, like, power attack or something. But I definitely want to get, probably, like, weapon focus and spec next after this, I think. Force armor seems okay, especially on a guardian. Sure. Okay. Zalbar. 1 level for you. Might as well be strength. Skills. Okay.
Sure.
Karth and Bastila. Maybe they shouldn't be out together. Well, Bastila is not going to trigger anything. It's fine. It's totally fine. Alright, no Karth messenger.
Yes?
Not exactly unexpected. Okay, wisdom on you. Beats. You're done on that. Jedi defense. Maybe. Lightsaber attack bonus is not bad. You currently only have flurry. Let's plan this out. Let's think about her progression real quick. Okay, after this feat, she has 2 more feats before she hits cap. So, if we wanted to do flurry, this would be an investment of 2 feats. And then I could take lightsaber focus. And that would be the full build. Or I could do flurry. I could take defense. If I wanted to do 2 tiers of Jedi defense, then I cannot finish an attacking move. I'm kind of running her as a backline fighter. Like, I don't know, maybe defense is better on, like, a Consular or something. She's like, Sentinel's ostensibly like a mixed role. -2 defense, -2 penalty, -1 defense, -1 penalty. I feel like the optimal use of the points we have is to continue investing in Flurry. I did say that, like, there's merits in taking crit strike, right, as like a filler thing. But she has low strength anyway, right? 12. Not super low, but she's not a particularly good target for it anyway. Okay, yeah, I think I've convinced myself. I'm gonna take Flurry. Then we'll finish Flurry up, and then our last one can be like +1 attack lightsaber or something. It's not much, but it's DPS, you know? Tier 2 cure. Does it make sense to take tier 2 cure here? 5 + 1, 10 + 1. Poisons are neutralized. I don't know if I'm convinced to buy that. Stasis, energy resistance, force armor. I mean, obviously this is an upgrade, right? But is it enough of an upgrade that it's worth the point? I'm not convinced. Let's look at the powers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's 1 per level. So she just has 8 more powers coming. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2. 2 left after that. Does suppression do much? Stun droid could also be a nice thing to have. But are droids immune to sneak attacks anyway? They might be. In which case, stunning it is nice as a crowd control maneuver, but isn't necessary. And this probably works anyway. Whirlwind works on a droid, right? So it doesn't really matter. This probably, if you invest in stun... Like, yeah, this power does not affect droids. Yeah, so doesn't this just objectively kind of make Whirlwind, Force Wave, whatever, better than Stun? Because if you want to do Stun and you want to apply it to everything, you also kind of need to spec into Stun Droid. And that's double the powers. This is just more efficient use of your power set. Maybe on a Consular, when you have extra feats, it's worth taking both of these. Maybe there's distinct upside on Stasis Field. Versus Knockdown. Incapacity for 6 seconds. I know we've been through this before. 12 seconds. Yeah, okay. It's twice the length. That's relevant, but... I guess the other consideration is, like, how many enemies do you fight in this game that are actually difficult, that are droids? Definitely some, but, like, there's you can probably make some sort of decision based on the proportion of, like, tough organic enemies versus droid enemies. Anyway, this is all to say that we have a decent amount of powers left. I can probably take all of these eventually. In which case, maybe Force Armor is the most useful one right now as well. Okay, your stat spread is awkward as fuck, guy. I think we do Dex now. Yeah, let's do Dex here. Let's look at the feat spread. So you have max power blast, is what I gave you. Could have went for sniper, but it doesn't really matter that much. You have max blaster pistols, you have max toughness. Yeah, so we're just working on implants here. We actually might be able to pick up sniper shot. Actually, you know what? Let's just check the class. Why not? What's a good soldier? I have it up on my browser anyway. So we don't get feats at 19 and 17. So we have 1, 2, 3. We have 12 to 20 minus 2. So like 6 more feats. So we can finish implants, and we can still take sniper. Here's what I'm thinking. Tier 1 sniper now. So we have the option to stun. And then we pivot over to finishing up implants. And then we can invest more into sniper if we want. I think having the stun here for when we want it is good. And I think there's merit to having the DPS move as well in the form of Power Blast. I think that's fine. And then, yeah, next time he gets an attribute point, we put it into int. So then we have 14 int. You know what? No. Hold on. Logically, you want to do int sooner rather than later for the skill points. And that'll boost the DC, and the odd number on Dex is much easier to patch with equipment than Intelligence is. Intelligence doesn't have as many equipment modifiers. So this makes a lot more sense, actually, to do it this way. Okay, locking it in. Okay, and then that's that. So let's dump Karth. Let's grab HK here. Oops. And then let's get Bastila re-equipped. Give you Power Shield. And a Chani Shield, I guess. Stabilizers. Verpine. And then for the belt, you're an odd number on Dex. I don't know if that actually makes any difference ultimately. I think the stimulator is just always better, right? I think we decided that, and I think that holds true. Okay. Yeah. Great. So that should be it for today. A little bit of a longer one, but I think it's good to go. It's like a natural break point to get the conversations and stuff out of the way there and do the level ups at the end. So we'll move on to the Eastern Dune Sea next time. And push through that. I feel like there was one other thing I want to do here at the end. I guess not. Alright, well, until next time.